GG's, yeah. In case you don't know, Venom teleports. In this game, he teleports to the first ball he sets. If he doesn't have a ball, he just teleports straight up. He doesn't have a directional teleport. It's not like Chip. So if he doesn't have a ball out, he just jumps straight up. If he does have a ball out, or multiple balls out, it's to whatever is the oldest ball. But yeah, if you ever have any questions about that set or whatever, I can explain stuff. Or I can explain if you have any questions on the matchup at all. Because I think there was some stuff you could have worked on or wasn't sure about. I don't know if you fought a Venom in this game. I'm not sure about his pressure at all. So the way Venom's pressure works, so he has that's S Carcass Raid. It's first time fighting him, yeah. Everybody gets bodied the first time they fight Venom. He's a very obscure character, and if you don't know proper defense, especially like proper Guilty Gear defense, he can chew you alive. And even when you do know proper defense, he can still make you block for hours upon hours upon hours. So that move, so that's 2k into his close slash. That's his close slash. Hits 3 times, and that's his S Carcass Raid. The input is it's a down up charge, so it's flash kick charge. And when he does that, he is memory serves me correctly. I don't know if it's different in this game. He's plus 10. I think it's plus 8 in this game, but that really doesn't matter. Basically, he's plus a billion, and it's a projectile too. So the further you are out when you block it, so if I'm further out like here. Let's set it up like here. So the further out you are when you block it, the more plus he is. So let me just backdash. See, like when it bounces and then goes up to you, he's even more plus. So it's plus 8 minimum. So basically, he gives him a crazy pressure reset. So he can do things like so stuff like that, right? If we're in the corner, it's a lot scarier because again, because it's a projectile, when you're in the corner, the reason Venom's corner pressure is so good, because it's a projectile, it doesn't cause pushback. In the corner, I don't know how it is in other games, but in the corner in Guilty Gear, pushback only pushes the opponent back if it's a projectile. So when you're in the corner, you don't get pushed back at all when you do a projectile. See, it only pushes Soul back. So if we're cornered, see, Venom doesn't get pushed back at all, and he can do multiple if he buffers it. So he's just, and the whole time, he's just cranking up your risk gauge and also chipping you out. So you want to escape this move. So the first thing you do is with FD. So you can do that. The best thing to do, it's hard to time. You stop FDing once third hit of Cold Slash happens. He can cancel the second hit of it too. That gives him enough charge time as well. Just remember it's a charge move, so he can't do it off of everything, but Close Slash gives him enough time. It's a 40 frame charge, so it's longer than other characters. You can also jump, and you can get pressure, but that's where H comes in. So there's H, so that can lock you down. But usually if he cancels into H, you can do something like that. There's never a moment in his pressure where like ball setting is real. So anytime he ball sets, even off of like a high level normal like 5H, so that's never real. He's also, just to let you know, when he does ball sets, he's in counter hit state the whole time. So that's whole animation is in counter hit state. So whatever. I don't know Soul. But yeah, you get the idea. So when he's setting like that, you can just run in. Don't let him. The best way to fight Venom is to not let him breathe. Another thing about Venom is he doesn't have any sort of reversal defensive options. He does not have a meterless DP. He doesn't have a force break DP. and he also does not have a reversal super. So he basically has no reversals. So when you knock him down, you cannot let this character breathe. Yeah, so it's really just to stay on top of him. It's like a classic zoner matchup, but turned up to 10 or 11. Common setups in neutral I use is... This is K, that's KP set into 5P ball hit. Eck. Recording's weird. So you can do that. Stuff like this. Mainly is like you can just dash block in. You can also... I forget if it works in this game. Let me test something real quick. Actually, I forget if this works in plus R. Bear with me right here, because this is an extra thing. It might not be a plus R thing. But it might be magical. No, it's not. Okay. In Exert, when you air instant block, you get your jump actions back. I don't think it's a plus R thing though. But yeah, that's a common setup is like... that'll create split, but it causes... He needs to summon 2 balls for that. So you can run into him. If he gets it out, you can super jump over it. If you're at the right distance. From further out, you might not be able to. But yeah, you can super jump over that setup. Other stuff is like horizontal stuff, like SP, PS, stuff like that. You can kind of just generally jump over it. His anti-airs are kind of okay though. He has 6P. His 6P, 6K can work. 2H crouching anti-air if you're a little bit more spaced out. And he has good reward off air throw, so watch out for those AAs. But those are all of his anti-air options, so you can jump over those kind of setups. But obviously, if he has like a K-ball setup, if he has K-ball setup, he can 6P that, or he can like 6K that, and that creates a double bounce. So watch out for those. You can also like H Carcass, but again, that's a down-up chart, so you don't see him use that in neutral that often. So in terms of neutral against ball zoning, that's generally when you want to do is like dash block a lot, and like you can super jump over certain setups. You can also like air dash. Another thing you can do is like just get hit and then tech forward, like and then just tech forward, right? And then you're super high up. I don't super recommend that, but that's a thing you can do. You can also slash back his balls. I'm pretty sure. I forget if you can. Let's test that. Yeah, maybe you can. I don't know, but yeah, those are the main things. Is you want to like, it's good to instant block them so you build meter for the cases where he gets in and he drains you of meter. This character has very good resource drain. That goes back to the pressure stuff. So he has all those special moves. Because of the special moves, anytime he's pressuring you, he's building meter while he's doing Carcass and stuff like that. He also has Stinger. That's like Sonic Boom Charge. That's H version. There's a lot of recovery, so it's basically treated like any projectile, right? If you go over it, then you know he's in super recovery, and you can get in. S recovers a little bit faster. S Sonic Boom recovers a little bit faster, but it's a bit slower to come out. He can FRC that. He can FRC both. That's main things with neutral in terms of specials. In terms of normals, his 2S at round start, it's very difficult to contest because it's a 6-frame 2S, and it has perfect round start distance. I don't know what Sol can do against it. I think he can... He might be able to 2ED it, actually. Yeah, he can 2D it. So, 2S... So his 2S doesn't reach completely onto the floor. The hitbox doesn't actually hit all the way to the ground, so you can do 2D. Sometimes it can beat it. So like that. But I'm 90% sure that can win at round start. Other things, other than that, like you might be able to do like revolver, but that's kind of a risky round start. So I would do like round start 2D if you want to beat it. But obviously, like if he does nothing, you just whiff, and then he can set or something or poke back. So that's kind of how the RPS works. Generally, though, backdashing is safe. You can round start backdash, and then once he, I forget how many frames Sol's backdash is, but once he whiffs that, you have like a few, might be like 10 frames of time to run in and or do whatever. So you can just take advantage of the whiff too. You can also like do something safe like jump and then like air dash back if he doesn't commit to anything. So that's one button that's kind of scary to deal with. It's also a good operator button, so watch out for that distance. Oh, by the way, sometimes I'd throw out Gunflame and I'd see you dash through it as your set balls flew forward. Yeah, balls can negate Gunflame. It's like any other projectile class. So yeah, see, so they clash. So if he has like a multi-hit, multi-ball setup, it's like hard to deal with. Yeah, see? So it's like any other projectile, really. Other stuff with neutral, so that's 2S mainly. So 2S, watch out for that around any time you're in like mid-screen range. You can 2D it, you can technically like, you can try to like bandit it in neutral if you want. But I would generally like use 2D against it. Far slash? Its far slash is very far and it's also fast. It's like a 9-frame far slash in this game. Let me drink some water. He has a 9-frame far slash, right? But the thing is, he doesn't get much reward off of it. It's minus on hit. So if he does that, like, you can just run in. So you can slowly run in with that. And if he cancels it into set, he's even more minus, right? So you can use that to approach after you get hit. On block or hit, it's the same. If he does, he can frame trap technically. Okay. Sorry. He can do H Sonic Boom. Yeah, see, he can frame trap with H Sonic Boom. That requires him to have a back forward charge. So that requires him to not be moving. So he generally won't have that move available, and that's the only real frame trap option he has. He can do like dumb shit like that, like double hit morbid. But you don't see that often, it's kind of rare. And it's unsafe. So generally, when he does far slash, he doesn't have many options to like keep you still, right? He mainly uses his far slash to like push you back. So that's what Venom uses far slash for. He can't really set up any type of like cancel route RPS options off of it. And Carcass is a down up charge, so doing like far slash Carcass is like kind of hard. You don't really see that. Never mind. So that's far slash. Another thing is you can counter poke with it. If it's the same as Exert, the hurt box for it comes out about halfway through the stick. About halfway through the pool cue is where his hurt box ends. So it's like if you use like this checker, like this corner of the checkers, it's like around that halfway point. So you can use that to your advantage. So you can counter poke with this. Let's see if we can time it. Let's just make him jump. There we go. You gotta be kind of precise. But yeah, a lot of this matchup is like Sol needs to counter poke, and you have to take risk a lot against Venom. But the thing about Venom is he doesn't get much reward off of his hits, especially not counter hits. He doesn't get a lot of counter hit rewards, but obviously Sol is Sol. So even though you're like you might get clipped sometimes because you miss time, you don't know the Venom player's timing on their buttons, you might get hit, but it's like, but the reward's in your favor. See, like even if you get hit, like you only lose a little bit of health, but if you counter hit Venom, you get so much fucking damage. You know, you get all that shit. So don't be afraid to like take risks with like 6p. You can 2D it as well if you're close enough. You'll be a little bit closer. I'm pretty sure you can 2D it. I know Alphel can. Because you see Venom sticks his leg forward when he does it. So you want to like 2D that part. Normally this won't hit. Should be able to work. There we go, see? Yoda Young Paddler. We're explaining Soul vs Venom. Cause sick ass. Other than that, so that's what you can do against Force Slash. What else can you use? You can also just like get in, because your Force Slash I'm pretty sure is slightly faster. But if you're out of range, then you gotta use. You have to just, know your spacing. I know the Venom player's Force Slash timing. Other stuff in neutral, that's the main things I can say in like neutral. That's like the basic stuff in neutral. Those are the main buttons you have to deal with. It's like that, this, that's his anti-air. Other than that, oh yeah, 6H. This move's hella minus though, so that's just like anti-jump out slash preemptive anti-air button. But this move's hella minus. This move's so minus that it's actually less minus if Venom cancels it into ball step. He recovers faster that way, just because otherwise the normal is like super minus. So that's the main things in terms of neutrals. Watch out for those, but you can air FD it. Back to pressure. So we went over like FDing to escape S Carcass Raid. If you do FD though, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that becomes a true block string if you have. Yeah, that becomes a true block string, I'm pretty sure. Let's just like not block. Yeah. So watch out for that. S Stinger becomes a true block string on FD close slash. Other things you can do. So I don't know how much you know about gear, but one common way to escape the corner is super jump air dash out. That's a very common corner escape option. Because you want to super jump so you're super high up and then air dash out so that you're hard to catch. Other stuff about his pressure. That's Dubious Curve. It summons a ball. It's mainly using combos, but like it's also like block string filler. You can jump out of this, I'm pretty sure. And never mind, you have to FD, I think. Let's try it. I'm pretty sure you can jump out of this. Oh, I guess not. But you can probably backdash. You have inbuilt backdashes. You might not even have to FD it. Yeah, see? You don't even have to FD to escape this move. And then let's see if Venom's... Let's see if Venom's plus after that backdash. Okay, cool. Yeah, see? So we win. Oh, that's weird. Oh, we get 2D here then. There we go. So... what else? What else in terms of pressure? So yeah, and this move, even if you block it, it's like -3. Honestly, it's -3. So you can take your turn there. So that moves minus, so that ends his pressure, but it's kind of a frame trap option. But you can backdash out of it as well. I don't think you can jump. Maybe off certain normals, but mainly I would just, if I were dealing with that move, I would FD a little bit and then backdash out of that. So we went over this. That's his main pressure tool. Main pressure reset as well. We went over Stinger, right? S Stinger, so the slow Sonic Boom, S Sonic Boom. It's a little bit plus. It's like plus 2-ish, and then it is a projectile. So further out he is, the more plus it is. So you can jump it like any other projectile. Treat it like that. But you can also like ground viper that too. What's the input for ground viper? But yeah, you could ground viper that. You could 2D it too. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, you get the idea. So it's basically like a regular projectile. So you can try to. Let's just try to set it up. That's a true block string. But he gets pushed out, so, and it's not a split. It's definitely not as plus as a Carcass. Sorry, I'm not well versed in dealing with Venom. Just playing as Venom. So yeah, you can just kind of like, it's not as scary as Carcass. That's not super plus. Carcass is the one you want to escape. You want to escape that move by all means possible. Also, if you up back out of this, it can catch you, which is fucked up. But you can also like, if you time it right, you can IAD. So you can escape that way. Other stuff, what else does he have? I'm blanking out. Those are the main things you got to deal with in pressure. In terms of like metered options, oh yeah, for mix-ups, he has a dive kick. The move's just core circle forward in the air. So he can't do it off the ground, but he has a dive kick. The S version, it's like a little bit plus. It's like a few frames plus, but if you instant block it's like, it ranges from 2 to 4 hits. I'm pretty sure, at least in negative. Yeah, 2 to 4 hits. If it's lower on the ground, it's like generally 2 hits. But if you IB, it's plus, but if you instant block the last hit, it creates a +0 situation, and then you can mash throw there. So you can do something like that. So let me try to do 4 hit. Eck. I have to Tiger Knee it. But usually it can work even if it's hard to see if you instant block in this game. But yeah, you can throw after that if he's close enough. But you usually need to instant block for it. It's hard. Off of close slash, it's even harder. But you can usually match throw off of that. But the throw is not a guaranteed punish because it's +0. But yeah, that's an overhead. He has the force break version that's like unreactable. I think that's like 14 frames. And the force break version is always plus. It's like something like something like +19 or something. So you can do stuff like it's recording. You can do stuff like that. So he can air dash after that or go low. He can go low after as well. So even if you block the force break mad struggle, that's the name of the dive kick. Even if you block that overhead, he still gets another 50-50 off that. So watch out for that. Other mix-ups you can deal with throw is none of his buttons are plus. His 2K is like -2 or something like that. So you can definitely mash. So you can mash out of that. So don't be too afraid to mash off of 2K because his 2K is not plus. His 2P is also not plus. So watch out for that. He mainly, the quote-unquote real ways he sets up strike throw mix-up is off of balls. So stuff like that. Oh yeah, also about the overhead, if he TKs it super low, he can, the hits don't come out if you TK it super fast. So you can do stuff like, it's hard to do off of close slash, but you can do, like I did it to you once, right? Like you can do, it's so hard, it's tight. Timing's super tight. But yeah, he can fake it and go low or fake it and go throw. What's the timing for that? But yeah, he can, if he TKs it super low, he can fake it and then go low or run up throw. Other things with pressure, oh yeah, Dark Angel. Let's go over Dark Angel. Dark Angel's fun. This is just a chip out super, so watch out for that. But one thing is that you can, Soul can escape this. You can just do Ground Viper. Anytime he does it on wake up, on your wake up, you can just do Ground Viper and it'll escape. Other stuff about that move, generally you just FD that. It's chip out city otherwise. We have regenerating health, but you get the idea. Other than that, other force breaks, when he goes over, you can sometimes jump out of that. You can up back out of that. What other force breaks does he have? Those are the main things in terms of pressure. I don't know if there's any other questions you have about the character. His jump ins aren't super scary. Like main air to ground is like JH, which has all red at the tip. And then he has JK. JK doesn't have an extended red hitbox. His JK, it's fast, but there's more hurtbox than hitbox on JK. So you generally don't have to worry about his jump ins. His dive kick also doesn't have the greatest hitbox, but it delays it. So because he pauses a little bit, it can throw off your anti-air timing. But jump ins, Venom doesn't jump too much, except to like escape. I don't know what else. I don't know if 6 even still watching. But that's the main things with this character that I would say is like watch out for that, watch out for that, escape this. Those are the main things. I've been trying to lab it while listening. Oh, cool. There's like, that's the main things I can really say. Those are like the general pointers about this character. I don't know what else. Other than that, what else can you do? If you, oh yeah, with Soul specifically, I know if you jump at the right height, he can't 6p you. If you JS at the right height, he can't 6p you. Let me switch characters. Oh no, shit. I didn't mean to pick May. I'm pretty sure this works. It should work even better in this game because his Venom 6p is weaker in this game. But yeah. No, never mind. But I'm pretty sure there's a height where you can. I'm probably thinking of JH. But yeah, high up JHs, you usually can't. Maybe. Oh, it wasn't a recovery there. Yeah, about around there I think is where that's Venom's dead zone. What else? Other stuff about this matchup, but yeah, it's a lot of like Soul taking risks. At least when I watch like Japanese like Soul versus Venom, it's a lot of Soul attempting to counter poke, right? Stuff like that. Stuff like that. What else? But yeah, those are the main things. That's the main like stuff in neutral. Just be very of using Gunflame when Venom has balls out. 'Cause if he has balls out, he basically doesn't have to care about your Gunflames in neutral. And also watch out for 2S Abare. Or anytime he has like a ball near him, because he can just do like 5p Abare and then let the ball do the work. Other than that, pressuring Venom, those are the main things to watch out for. But yeah, his 2K he has a 5-frame 2K as well. His 2P is 6 frames, so his fastest button is his 2K, and it has like pretty decent range. It's pretty decent range for 2K. So those are the main Abari buttons you have to watch out for. It's like 2P and 2S. Those are his main Abari buttons. Other than that, those are the main things. But a lot of it is like just accept that Venom, you will get hit. You have to play Sol like a grappler. That's the thing. That's the main thing I got from our matches is like you don't play Sol like a grappler enough. You want to take risks and you want to get in, and it's okay to eat a little bit of health in order to get in, because when you hit them, you cash out for a lot more damage than Venom can dish out in neutral. So don't be afraid to just like counter poke and use 6P very liberally in this matchup. That's what I see a lot from Japanese Sols. But that's all I can think of. Other than that, yeah, those are the main things in neutral to watch out for. What else in terms of like mix-ups? Those are the main things. Oh yeah, anytime he does like a grounded Oki too, you can just you can ground vibe for that. Urushi, thank you for the follow. But yeah, grounded setups that aren't the only one that doesn't. If he does low to the ground, that's D-ball. If he does a D-ball setup, you can't ground viper that, or you shouldn't be able to. But other than that, if he does like S or P-ball setups, you can usually ground viper that. But K-ball is weird. But yeah, you get the idea. That's the main things with this character. Oh, also, one more thing. Yeah, +R is returnal. One more thing before I go is don't burst close slash. Every single hit is jump cancelable. So don't burst that. If you want to burst him, I think probably the best time to burst him is probably like 6K? No, 6K bounces you up. So that's probably not a good time to burst. Probably Dubious. You can probably burst Dubious. That's where I would burst this character. Yeah, that can sometimes hit, but that's risky. So after the third hit, yeah, you have to burst before 6K actually connects. If 6K connects on you, the burst whiffs. Because Dubious, he kind of like squats down a little bit when he does it. But you can burst like once Dubious hits you. Maybe not. Pretty sure you can. Oh, what the fuck? I think that's the timing. Let me set Venom to block immediately, just to check if this is... the timing's weird. Okay, so the move does have an FRC point, but I don't know. But that's where I would burst. But you can also just wake up burst against him. At least against me, because I don't know his safe jump setups yet. And then the last thing is like when he teleports, like I said, he will teleport to the first ball he set. So if he sets S and then P, he will teleport to the S ball in front. So, and then if he doesn't have a ball out, he just teleports straight up. And there's recovery to it, so you can like air throw it and stuff. So that's the main things. Like, another thing in neutral is when he has balls out, is camping balls, right? Because if he has one out there, he can just cover, he can just clear the screen. So one thing you can do is just, just camp it, right? Do stuff like that. But that's all I can think of in terms of Sol versus Venom, general neutral and pressure things. I hope that helps out. I'll probably call out the stream for tonight then. Let me find something to rate. Who the hell is screaming? But yeah, thanks for everybody that randomly threw me. Yeah, that actually helped a ton. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, general Guilty Gear things I would say is like, you're good, you're pretty patient. You're definitely patient. I would say mix in Wild Throw more. The thing about Sol is without Wild Throw, he's not a threat. Wild Throw is what makes his pressure truly threatening. So once you implant the threat of Wild Throw, that's where 6B and like 2S frame traps, 2S gunpoint frame traps really become strong. Maybe I like this. Oh, Seth, my boy Seth is playing Yakuza. So I'll just rate him. But yeah, generally I would say try to play more grounded. Know when you can disrespect. Don't be afraid to poke out. Make sure to use FD. I think you weren't utilizing FD properly. The way you want to use FD is you want to use it to create space. In a way where you can cause their buttons to whiff and then either whiff punish them or use the time to take your turn and poke back. But yeah, that's all I can think of in terms of stuff. What else? Yeah, those are the main things. Be careful with how predictable your air dashes are. But yeah, just like do stuff like 6B counter pokes more, run in far slash more. Those are the main things I would say.